Sorry ass DJ.
Here we go again.
Mr. Sheriff, we're going to end the corruption at the courthouse. Free Pinellas.
And here comes the popo. Turn off the engine. Think that dude's gonna... Yeah, he pulled in right here. That's what we thought, guy. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, guy. Your future boss is over here. Future boss. Where? Oh, he's staring us down too. Cop made a U-turn. There he is. Keep stalking us. Keep making U-turns and breaking traffic laws so he can watch what we're doing. Go find some crime, dude. We're doing campaigning. We're not doing anything illegal. Why are you shaking your head, dude? You look like an idiot. There he goes. He's pulling us over. Look at this guy. I'm sorry?
Did you get permission from the city to do this to the city?
He's well within his rights to do this, sir, under sign law. He's done all the research. Okay. So if you'd like to look that up. Hey, do you know the code offhand? He knows it all by heart.
I would be interested in that. I know that it's public property. Well, this is public property, but it's city-owned property.
That makes it public. That's what public means, exactly. Taxpayers pay for it.
Well,
Us.
Well, when it comes to signing and stuff.
This is not a sign, sir.
I know you're pressure washing.
Exactly.
I understand that.
All right. So what's the issue? Why are you blocking traffic? Instead of pulling in somewhere safe.
Well, at this point in time, he's standing out there with traffic going by, so I didn't want him to get hit by a car.
Also, so you did it for us.
I did it for safety
Well, we're
reasons.
perfectly fine, sir.
But
we don't need your help. So you could stop blocking traffic and let the people go freely because there's a non-issue here. Unless you're trying to create one.
No, I'm not trying to create
All right,
one.
let's make sure of that because we're not doing anything unlawful. We're well within our rights.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
James McLynas, please meet you.
Yeah, I'm just checking into the whole thing that you're doing here. Because I went by and I noticed a lot of cars.
Right?
Well, a lot of cars had to veer around you to go around you. So
We have it all together.
well, I had to go around you too. So I'm like, wait, let me get.
No, you made a U-turn. You didn't go around anybody.
Come on, let's not invest.
Yeah.
But no.
He's trying to escalate since he got out of the car.
I'm not trying to escalate nothing.
It sure sounds like it, sir.
Here's the bottom line.
You're blocking traffic.
It's not illegal.
I can legally block traffic because right now I'm looking into something.
What are you looking into?
I was protecting him from getting hit by car.
That's nonsense. Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. We don't need your
Get
protection.
that because he says I swerved and blocked traffic. Get that under.
Yeah, let's see. You're blocking traffic. You're creating a dangerous situation for no reason. We're within our rights.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Well, that's what I just wanted to check into.
Why don't you do that on the computer instead of harassing us?
Would you like me to explain why?
Harassing you.
Yeah, you are. You're blocking traffic. You're pretending like we don't have the right to do this.
Under St. Pete sign law, what I'm doing is legally classified.
I already told him.
Which means it does not apply to sign ordinances.
Hi, how are you? Besides beautiful.
Yes.
I said besides beautiful.
Free speech under First
What's
Amendment
going on?
And campaign
Are we in your way? Yeah, we're going to move right now.
We're moving.
We apologize.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, man. Go ahead and look it up the law. It'll help you. It'll behoove you to know the law.
This is a whole new
It'll behoove you to learn the law. There you go, buddy.
Hold the hose. Good, how you doing? Am I being detained?
I got to talk to you about this.
Well, am I being detained? If I'm not being detained, I'm leaving. Thanks. All right, guys, come on, let's go.
See that it says no parking anytime. But when you're a sovereign citizen, you get to do whatever you want. Car number 1941, plate number XH4284. So again, if you're a sovereign citizen police officer, you get to park wherever you want. If that's one of us, we get our money stolen.
네가 한숨을 쉬고 있는 모습 보면 절대 걱정하지 않아 너의 건강 나야 나의 주변이 내게 넌 항상 I don't give a 너의 주변이 내게 난 항상 I don't give a I don't give a 너가 yeah. 네가 한숨을 쉬고 있는 모습 보면 절대 걱정하지 않아 너의 건강 yeah.
You turn the compressor off. Turn the pump off. It's not off? I mean, the water pressure off. Turn the pressure off. I may.
Huh?
I may.
You may?
I may. In the shade. Step in the shade. You know, I'm not gonna stand out in the sun.
What are you doing?
I'm pressure washing, cleaning.
Pressure washing, cleaning?
Yeah.
County property.
Yeah, is that all right?
Do you have a contract to do that?
Is there any crime against it?
No.
There's not a crime against pressure washing. Pardon? I do, but what crime have I committed? You have to have reasonable articulable suspicion.
And you were stopped on a bike lane.
I was off the bike lane. I pulled over into it when you pulled me over, which I normally wouldn't have done.
Okay, that's what I said. You were stopped in a roadway and you were also stopped in a bike lane. So.
Actually, I wasn't in the bike lane. I've been very careful not to be in the bike lane.
Okay, well, my video may show different. So can you get
That'd be
your
great.
driver's license?
Well, is it against the law to stop temporarily with your emergency flashers on a roadway? What's that law?
You cannot stop in a roadway
Why not?
because it's against the law.
What statute is that?
I can't repeat the statute right off the top of my head.
Well, you see, here's the thing. A lot of times police officers come to me and they say I violated the law, I broke the law, when in fact there is no such law. So if you can provide me the citation of the law that I broke where it's against the law to actually stop on a roadway.
I will provide that to you if you will provide me your driver's license.
And I understand that, but you have to understand is, here in Florida, I am not required to show you my driver's license unless you can provide me reasonable articulate suspicion that I've committed a crime. So saying it's against the law to stop it, to say that it's against the law to stop on a roadway, that's not true. I was not in the bike lane. Now you're going to lie about it. Because you saw me.
It's called the bike lane.
Well, now, yes, I was going to pull over there, but I thought I was not in the bike lane. I made very clear. I made sure that I was not in the bike lane, and there's no bikes coming for a mile in either direction anyway.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what you're saying is that you were basically stopped in the lane of traffic.
I was temporarily stopped in the lane of traffic with my emergency lights on. Everywhere you go, people stop in the middle of the lane. If there's a duck crossing the road, people stop. If there's a bicycle, if there's a pedestrian, if there's traffic, people stop in those lanes all the time.
They don't.
It's not against the law to stop in the lane of traffic.
Yes, it is.
Then provide me with a statute that says it is.
Okay, I need to see your driver's license.
And I will gladly show it to you
Okay,
as soon as you provide me.
license, and then I'll show you the statute.
Well, that doesn't work that way. Here, and I'm not trying to be difficult, but let me.
You are trying to be difficult.
I'm not.
You're being very difficult.
Just because I'm asserting my legal and constitutional rights and the rights underneath the laws of the state of Florida does not mean I'm being difficult. And that's part of the problem that we have here.
The problem is
Okay.
two things I've told you already. Okay, this is like, I don't know, the third or fourth time I've told you. You were stopped in a lane of traffic or the the bike lane. Okay? You were outside your car and pressure washing, as you say. It appears like you were painting something, which I'm going to go back and look and see what it is you were
Well, there's no
painting.
paint here. You saw me pressure washing. It's water.
Okay. And then it appears you were painting something.
No, it's pressure washing.
So anyway, you were stopped in the lane of traffic in a roadway, okay, which you cannot do.
You can temporarily stop in the roadway. And then again, show me the law that
Show
says
me,
it
all
is
right, you
absolutely
show me.
illegal.
You show me where you can.
That's not the way this works. You're
Well,
the one.
How does it work then?
The way it works is you're the officer. You're supposed to know the law.
I am 10-4. I'm 10-6 for now. Can you go ahead and send me a second unit?
Come on out here, Dave. They're sending a second unit.
Okay. So tell me how it works then.
Okay, the way it works is really simple. If you pull me over before I am...
Baby, keep your hands out of your pocket for me, okay?
Once your, yeah.
Thank you.
If you pull me over, you're required to have a reasonable articulate suspicion of a crime.
told you.
But no, you said I'm being in the...
You're arguing with me that that's not true, so...
Well, basically, you yourself admitted you don't know what the law is.
No, I said I don't know the particular statute. I can't
Right.
quote the verse number.
Exactly, because a lot of times when officers tell me I've violated the law, when I go read the law, it's not a violation. Just like asking me for my identification. I know for a fact that I don't have to show you my identification unless you suspect me of breaking a law. So that means you have to tell me the exact law I'm breaking before I have to make the decision.
You know what? I will humor you.
Thank you.
I will go back and get the statute and tell you that.
Can we both read it?
No, you're not going to come to my car.
I don't want to come in your car, but if you can pull it up on a phone. Okay,
And,
if you do that, we can pull up the statute right now. And if the law says it is against the law to stop in a roadway, I will show you my driver's license.
Okay.
Okay?
Hang out right here.
I'm going to. It's nice and cool back here. Yeah, now he started to make up a lot of stuff about how it's illegal to stop in a roadway. Well, cars stop in roadways every day, all over the city. If there's anything in your way, you stop in the roadway. It's not a violation to stop in the roadway. If people stop temporarily to fix something, roll up some hoses, or do anything like that, that's not a violation. And I seriously doubt that he has a statute that says that is a violation, which is why we're asking. Again, we're not trying to give the man a hard time, but we are asserting our rights that the Florida statute says we do not have to provide our identification unless we've actually broken the law. So asking the officer to show me which exact law he claims that I broke is not out of line, because I cannot make the decision if I am required to give him my identification unless he can prove to me that I've broken the law. So the driver's license first, then I'll tell you the law is not the law. That's not the way the law works. So here we are waiting for him to come up with the law.
Okay, two things like I told you.
Okay.
You were parked in a bike lane.
I was not in the bike lane.
Okay,
I have my tires on the white line.
That's parking in a bike lane.
On the white line.
Standing or parking on exclusive bicycle lane 316.1945, parentheses 1, parentheses B.
And I was not on the bike lane.
Let me finish. You asked.
I am now, because you pulled me over.
Let me finish.
Okay, good.
Okay, the other one is, okay, this is an area where TCD,
What's
okay,
TCD?
Traffic control device. There are 26 signs between the 7-Eleven and down there that say no parking on the bayway between the pavement, between this curb and that curb.
That was not parked.
Huh?
I was
You
not
were
parked.
stopped. You were out of the car.
Stopping is not parking. The vehicle's been running the entire time. That's not parking.
Okay, so it says no stopping, no standing, and parking where an official traffic control device prohibits stopping. .1945, parentheses 1A10.
Okay, it
Now
said.
I need to see your driver's
Okay, hold on.
license.
Let's a little clarification.
No,
that
we're not gonna hold
doesn't
on to that.
say stopping. Does
It
it
says
say
stopping, standing,
with a
or
control device?
parking.
Now, what are you saying? That what
There
control device are you
26
saying?
signs between the 7-Eleven and the toll booth
That
that
say?
say no parking.
Here, hold that. I think that's sufficient to ask me for my identification. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, and do you have your registration for your car?
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Okay, can you get that for me, please?
Sure. I'm gonna go dig in my car. I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
You're not making me uncomfortable.
Okay.
You're just being prepared.
This one, hold it.
And you have your driver's license.
He's not required to show identification.
And it doesn't matter. I have the right to ask anybody that I'm in contact with their identification once I have detained this man, which I have.
You have a right to ask. He does not have an obligation to tell you.
Yes. No, not really. So I'm asking you for your ID. What's the problem? It doesn't matter. Keep your hands out of your pocket. I've already asked you that one time. Okay. Can I see your ID?
He does not have to show you identification. He, again, officer,
Okay, let's
you are
go.
so
You
wrong.
need to give me your registration.
I'm working on it.
Our guy is either going to be out of Gulf or southbound on First Street on a red light.
That's insurance, but I don't know if it's a good one or not.
Thank you. Well, what about your registration? You're required to have that.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere.
Male with a gray t-shirt, kind of slender with a beanie.
Is that what this is?
Is that your registration?
Yeah.
And do you have the registration for your training?
Nope.
Huh?
No.
You don't?
It's a lease.
It's a lease training?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Yeah, we'd like to be in the
You can wait
shade.
in the
Thank you. Appreciate it. Anything to keep you from getting the word out, getting the message out, anything that they can do. The Sheriff's Department here in Pinellas County has been told to keep an eye out for me. And if they can find me anywhere that they possibly can, they're going to try and hem me up, write tickets against me, or do anything that they can to try and violate my rights. So it's going to be really interesting, because after we're done here, we're going to go up and down this street, and we're going to see if there are any traffic control devices that say that there's no parking on this particular stretch of the road, even though we were not parked. And of course, I will be fighting this citation like I fight every citation. Not have the right to.
two more.
He has the right to ask, but you have no obligation to provide it unless you've committed a crime.
Oh, yeah. So it's that. I was on even on top of that.
So now they need 3 patrol cars to see if they can probably figure out some other way to hem me up and arrest me or beat me up. This is what it takes for a vehicle temporarily stopped at the side of the road for literally less than a minute. This is the police response to that. On a fairly empty road. Now that guy's going to be way down there for some reason. Then we've got this one here. Then we've got that one there for the horrible crime of stopping at the side of the road for approximately 60 seconds. This is the waste of tax dollars. This is why we have too many police officers here in Pinellas County. If they have 3 patrol cars costing $70,000 each, and each one of these officers costing $75,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year, not even counting their benefits, $100,000 a year with benefits, you're looking at almost $350,000 worth of your tax money at work here. For what? To harass somebody who stopped in an extremely wide roadway with very little traffic, not impeding any traffic, not impeding any bikers, not impeding anybody all the way down this entire roadway. This is how much traffic they have here. This is the big incident that they send 3 cars out for. Oh, they're looking up who I am. They're going to write me a ticket. I don't care. They write me a ticket. Write it. The only time you show just if you're telling me that you're going to arrest me if I don't show you ID, then under duress you are violating my constitutional rights, and I am going to comply under duress in violation of my rights. But unless you have a reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime I've committed, I'm not required to show your identification. What?
It's definitely in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Did you not notice how far away I was from the bike lane all the way down here? Yeah, I did, because I was very careful having to get out because I was not on the bike lane.
That's true. You had to get the curb. If you weren't, I'd have been stepping on the curb, and I hadn't stepped on the curb at all.
Yeah.
Definitely don't need, when you lease something, they don't give you a registration for it when you lease it.
No.
You probably had something there, didn't you? Use it.
I have the rental contract in there.
He's like, oh.
But you see how they try and hem me up? Where's your registration for the trailer? Like, oh my God, there's a huge crime. You might not have a little piece of paper after you paid the state. You might not have a little piece of paper on you, so we might be able to steal another $147 from you.
Yep.
In a lot of states, they don't even make you register trailers. But here they do, and they charge you a crap load of money. Plus, they also charge you the same amount of money to title a trailer as you do a car, so they can steal money from you that way, too. Yeah, they even came down here with their blue lights on like it was a criminal emergency.
Isn't it illegal to have those lights going unless there is an emergency?
Well, they obviously considered me an emergency. McLynas, we got him. Come on, boys. Let's go see if we can get him to do something so we can beat him up. Yeah, another thing I'd like to talk about is, do you see how he was very unwilling to tell me what law that I violated, demanding that we produce the identification first? But it's something that they try and do to everybody. They try and violate your constitutional rights because they think you won't know the difference or you won't stand up to them. And if you do stand up to them and you assert your constitutional rights, then the next thing you are is you're a troublemaker. You're being uncooperative. If you assert your rights, you are uncooperative. Well, you should be uncooperative to have your rights violated. You should not cooperate with any government agency that's trying to violate your rights. And we have the rights here in America to go around without being harassed and without being identified and without being pulled over and demanded to show ID. This is not Nazi Germany. But if you assert your rights, you're a troublemaker. You're not cooperating.
so long. Either, he's got a point or he doesn't. And if he doesn't, he needs to let you go. And if he does, he needs to write you a ticket.
Yeah, they're supposed to. A traffic stop should take no longer than the actual time necessary to conduct the stop. Otherwise, he's violated my civil rights again. So he's doing pretty good. He's coming out now. Now they got to get the shotgun out. Yeah.
Here.
One, two, three cars now. It's been approximately, what, 5, 8, 10 minutes? Okay, he's coming back out. 220 it says.
All right, sir.
Your dash cam functioning?
Huh?
Your dash cam functioning?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll make a public records request for the dash cam footage.
Yeah, it's functional.
Hello. How are you today?
Okay. This is a citation for parking in a roadway where they say no parking on the bayway between the pavement, between this curb and that curb.
That was not parked.
Huh?
I was
You
not
were
parked.
stopped.
I was
You
not
were
parked.
stopped.
I was
You
not
were
parked.
stopped.
I was
You
not
were
parked.
stopped. You were out of the car.
Stopped and
That's
is not
parking.
parking. The vehicle's been running the entire time. That's not parking.
Okay. Stopping, no standing, and parking where an official traffic control device prohibits stopping. This is a citation for parking in a roadway where a traffic control device permits. If you would like, you can go up where you know what 7-Eleven is?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a, I don't know, approximately 6 foot by 6 foot sign that says no parking on the bayway from curb to curb in the next 2.2 miles, which covers down here by the toll booth.
Highway sign is obscured by a pole, which they're not supposed to do. Okay, 2.1 miles.
So you cannot park on the bayway at all.
I will be investigating that law and how many times you have to reapply that law in signage going down the road.
Now that I have nothing.
And I'm going to, obviously we're going to have a big long discussion in court about what constitutes parking versus my car running.
Well, you were outside it, and so anyway.
So there was
I'm
other
not
people inside it.
Huh?
There's other people inside
He
it.
couldn't have driven it away, though, too,
Why not?
because he was on the passenger side.
Well,
So anyway,
there's
we're
another
not gonna
person
argue
there.
about it out here.
No, well, let's do it in court. I can't. That'll be good.
This is your citation for that.
Thank you. Do I have to sign it?
Yeah.
I'm required to sign it
Yes.
under law.
Yes.
What happens if I don't?
Then you go to jail.
Good morning. It's time for Ask Trooper Steve, where we answer the questions that you send in. And Steve, today we're talking about what happens when you get a ticket.
Oh, when we get these tickets. I haven't had one in a long time, thank goodness. But Sal of Lake County asked this one, am I required to sign a traffic ticket? To sign or not to sign, that is the question. And look, don't hate me, I've written thousands of traffic tickets. And you'd be surprised how many people are like, I'm not signing that. Well, here in the state of Florida, I'm only speaking for Florida, you are not required to sign a basic traffic ticket. Now, years ago, you had to sign it. And if you didn't sign it, you'd end up in jail for something like that. And it's not an admission of guilt anytime you're signing anything. It's just flat out saying you've received the citation. So, like I said, basic traffic ticket, down here, you are not required to sign. Anything other than that, a summons, a criminal notice, or anything outside of a normal ticket, you are required to sign. Again, it's not, you're not saying I did this. You're literally just saying I received this from the law enforcement officer. They've explained everything to me, and I'm in receipt of it. That's it.
All right. Thanks for clearing that up, Steve.
Yeah, Vince.
I'm required to sign it
Yes.
under law.
Yes.
What happens if I don't?
Then you go to jail. And if you want, my sergeant's sitting right back there. In the
Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure you guys know exactly who I am and why you're here doing
I
this.
do now.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
before, but I do
yeah,
now.
and that's why this is going on. Yeah.
Okay.
So did Bob tell you to write this ticket?
No.
No, he didn't. He didn't tell you to go ahead and hammer down on him. Anything you get him to?
I'm not going to ask you
yeah.
because it's kind of hot out here.
I agree. I don't want you to do that.
Okay.
No. Can I take this to do it?
Yeah.
Or?
No, that's your ID.
That's mine. Okay. This line here or this line here?
Where the X is, sir.
Here?
Where the X is.
I can't
That's
see.
it, right above my name. Thank you. And this is mine. That's your ID.
Got it.
This is the court information with an enclosed mailer, and this is your copy of the summons. Okay. Because of COVID, okay, it's not like 30 days. The court will contact you on the court date.
On the court date? Yeah. Okay. Great.
That's it. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, and don't forget your water bottle.
I will.
Okay. You guys can go.
Are we free to stay?
Huh?
Are we free to stay?
No, you're not. You're blocking the roadway.
But I already got a ticket. Are you going to give me another one?
Okay. You know what? You're going to push your luck a little bit too far.
And then what?
It's getting hot.
And then
man.
you're going to arrest
It's
me?
getting hot.
And then you're going to arrest me?
Yeah,
You know?
because you're blocking the roadway now. You're now you're in a bike.
Well, you already gave me a ticket for blocking the roadway. You got. Well, you made me go there. That's fair. That's funny. That's funny. Officer Jones, hey, I shake your hand, COVID and everything, but you, for an unpleasant experience you've given me, you've actually been very pleasant with it.
I appreciate that.
All right, thank you. You guys have a nice day.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You know, if you just kind of, I don't know, talk to people like normal, none of this even has to happen.
I agree, but asking people for something you don't have a right to do until I make the right, but I have the right to know, you know. And then honestly, I think that, you know, pulling over and doing all this is for what I was supposedly doing out here is pretty chicken shit. Actually, I think it's kind of wide open road, hardly any traffic out here, and this is what's wrong with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department. This is why I'm running for sheriff, is to stop people like you from doing things like that. You see, it could have been handled by just having you pull over and say, hey, you know, there's a sign down there, and we'd really appreciate it if you didn't stop there. Thank you, have a nice day. But not in Pinellas County. No, you got to steal people's money. And this is why I'm running for sheriff, to stop stuff like this, so that the police will actually be more polite. Ask nicely. Don't steal people's money.
Well, I did
ask nicely. You didn't ask me nicely.
Okay, well,
you wanted my identification so you could write me a citation. So the bottom line is that's why I'm running for sheriff, to stop stuff like this. And to stop stuff like this, having 3 patrol cars out here with $70,000 a piece, plus you guys $60,000, $70,000 a piece with benefits, all that for this?
I don't make that much money.
Well, with your benefits you do.
Not really.
Well, tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and make a public records request for your last paycheck. We'll check that out too.
Go ahead, man.
All right, thanks.
Have a nice day.
You too. And that's what it's like living in Pinellas County. Everything's a crime. They'll steal from you for everything.
Guys, have a good day.
All right, brother.